He literally pumped one time and was done.
One pump chump.
That was it.
Did he at least finish like off after?
Yes, that was it.
Going?
No, like literally one and then
you guys just
and
ended it
then
right there?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Would you break up with your girlfriend to meet your favorite famous person?
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you break up with your girlfriend for $5,000?
Oh, no.
What about $50,000?
50,000? Nah, not 50 grand.
Okay. What about 100,000?
100 bands, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can make that happen.
Why wouldn't you break up with her for 50,000?
Because 100 is more than 50.
Something I've always wanted to do is like suck a guy's while he's like gaming.
You never done that?
No, but like especially like a competitive
under
game.
the table.
Yeah,
a competitive gamer.
Yeah, like he's playing a ranked game. Like it's a serious game.
He's like trying his hardest to focus and play.
Exactly.
And then she just goes on a table. That's pretty hot.
What if I'm in a business meeting and the stakes are like $10,000?
I've done that. I've in meetings.
In meetings?
Like Zoom meetings, cam off.
Oh, cam off.
And you kind of like mute in and out depending on if you need to talk or not.
I like the borders of getting caught and not getting caught. Like public stuff.
It's fun because it's like a game.
It's an interactive game.
Exactly. So back to like a ranked game. They're trying to win, but you're trying to get them to like lose focus.
You happen to be sitting next to two ranked 457 on Valorant.
What rank are you?
Platinum.
They call us the Platinum Brothers.
You want to get tag teamed? Of course.
Worst hookup, I think, is hooking up with someone and then they go, oh, my friend wants to play video games. And I'm like, okay, bye. I'll leave then.
He hooked up with you and he wanted to play video games.
Then he was like, yeah, my friends want to play video games. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be here for that.
What game was it? If it was Call of Duty, I get it. I would do the same thing.
This is one of the greatest techniques to toss a girl out without having to say it. Well, sweetheart, look on the bright side. It's way better than him saying, well, my friend wants a term. And I want you guys to take a look at this picture. These are all the guys lined up and all the dicks ready to do some indoor Olympics with the girl. Now, I please and I beg of you, just don't be that last guy that wipes her up.
And get married every weekend in America. They stand in front of the church, God, and both families and commit to the woman. They've made an agreement for that man to work his ass off. He comes home, he's complaining about his job, but instead of getting out there and hustling and creating a better life for them, he pops open a beer, smokes a J, and turns on the Xbox. And he's just emotionally vomited all over his wife, which puts her in a position of feeling fearful. Like, now I have to work so we can make the mortgage. Our whole situation is fucked because this guy didn't make a commitment.
Jay Waller has an exceptional point, but how I look at it, it's a double-edged sword because when a man doesn't work hard enough, she leaves. But when a man works too much, guess what? She also leaves.
Here is the story time of my weirdest hookup ever. Extra green for the pimples today. Twins. Last year on New Year's Eve, I went out with my friend and the guy that she was talking to and some of his friends. Long story short, one of the men ended up in my bed. We didn't end up doing anything. We just kind of like made out the whole night. We were both super drunk, so we just like made out and had a sleepover, like a little slumber party. But we wake up the next morning, everything's fine. We're just hanging out talking. He eventually leaves. So we're texting all day and he's like, come over, come over, come over. And knowing me, really just like feeling myself in this moment, I probably sent him a text along the lines of like, I'm gonna ride your dick into the sunrise. Or something even like a little bit more timid, like, are you gonna fuck the shit out of me or what? Like I know I was definitely like dirty talking with him. Like I know I was. So I was like, oh, like we're gonna have sex. Like I vetted you out, stalked your Instagram, and we had a fun night. Like why would I not? Like that's what I want. I'm really hyping it up at this point. I fully am. Because when I'm comfortable with somebody, all bets are off. Like I'm sucking the soul out of your penis and you and I both know it. You know what I mean? Like once I'm comfortable, I'm going to vocalize that. He's like, I got your Uber, come over. He's probably ecstatic at this point because of the things I'm saying, but he's like, just come on over. Okay, so flash forward, I'm at his apartment, all is going well. We're making out, I'm fully naked at this point, fully naked, laying in this man's bed. All of a sudden, I get this like rush to my body, like this heated rush just takes over my body, and my mind is like, you cannot fuck this man. Like, whatever you do, you are not sleeping with this man. I'm fully making out with this man while I'm having these like insane, it almost felt like a panic attack, but it wasn't a panic attack. It was just like, you literally cannot have sex with this man whatsoever. This thought is like taking over my body while I have his tongue down my fucking throat, and I'm like, you are literally not sleeping with this man whatsoever. I've never experienced anything like this, but my body and mind were like, you're not hooking up with this man at all. I'm like, well, that's awkward, because I just told him that, like, I was gonna suck the soul out of his penis. Like, what the fuck?
The amount of details in this video makes me wonder, do these girls have families on TikTok or what?
Worst hookup story.
One time, a guy spit in my face and then slapped me,
What?
and I was low-key speechless.
And you left.
No, I didn't leave.
If somebody slapped me in the face and spit on me, I would be turned on.
Me personally, I would leave. I was just so surprised I couldn't even like react to it.
Was he
like,
role playing?
No, he was just crazy.
He was crazy. What happened to the guy?
I hooked up with him after again.
Worst hookup story.
One time I was with this guy, I was like giving him head, I was like deep and like
We love a deep queen.
yeah, and it got like sloppy and like, you know, it wasn't like dirty or anything, it was just like, you know, like spit. And then he was like really disgusted by it, and then he went to the bathroom and like washed his off. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I literally just like chose not to breathe to like suck it, so I like kicked him out of my house.
Worst hookup story.
So this was like when I was in college, and this guy literally, like our second time smashing, okay? Not even in the house. It was like outside in his car. I sit on him and do one bounce as I'm writing. He's like, get off, get off. I'm like, what the fuck? He literally nuts in a fucking second. Swear to God, he literally nuts in 1 second, and I was like, that's it. And then I was like, take me home.
Just one bounce.
One bounce.
The dude busted and liquidated his inventory without even having to break a sweat, and most importantly, he did not have to deal with her afterwards. The man said he was just there for a good time, not a long time. Literally, the man is winning in my books. And gentlemen, this is why it's so important for you to sleep with somebody who you trust and who you love. Because can you imagine somebody putting you on blast like this? Now, if you guys didn't know, sex can be embarrassing. Sex can be messy. Sex can be unplanned. Sex can be emotional. Especially if you are clapping her cheeks consistently and you are giving her that booty blasting 3000. And it's best that you share these moments with somebody who you respect, and somebody who respects you enough that's not gonna throw dirt and put some disdain on your name. Now, Dan Brazilian, can you come pitch to the gospel for us?
You said sleeping with tons of women hurts your soul. How so?
It just draws on you, man. Like, it just, eventually you get in the spot where you're like dating all these women, and it's like they all want part of you or your time or whatever, and so you get like pulled.
And you said, I unfortunately didn't have that happiness from within. I didn't like being alone.
Well, I think I was giving advice to guys in there. I was saying, you know, the healthy option is to be like happy on your own where you don't need anybody. That's really the answer. It's just a hard place to get to, and I was certainly not at that place.
Are you today?
I would say I'm pretty close. Yeah, I don't like need.
My brothers, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Now, if you guys are brave enough and would like to share the most embarrassing hookup stories or the most craziest hookup stories, please comment them down below. We would love to hear from you. I'm out of here.
Getting this. I'm serious. That is so hot. There you go.
Thank you.
You can keep